Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our ground.
Just a quick look at the metropolis. That is Houston, Texas. The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. And this game marks the start of a road trip here for the Raptors. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
Well, right now for the Raptors, they've certainly looked more than solid to start this season. I mean, still one of the top teams in the league and getting it done impressively.
Yeah, the regular season is really just a warm-up for them. The question is how deep they'll be able to go once the playoffs are over.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry and Williams, the guards. And it's Ross in at the small forward. Now here's Ross. Pass to Valanciunas. He feeds it to Williams. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Ross now recovering. The shot's good from Boss. Boss has got the first points in the scoreboard for the Rockets. On defense, Houston want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
You just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively back then.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And Patterson kicks to Ross. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Double team on Williams. Here's Lowry, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot before second violation. And the Rockets with possession here. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
You know, in terms of playing against somebody in the opposite conference, it doesn't get much better. In fact, it's too bad these clubs only play each other twice.
Swiped away. Here's Jones. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
Lowry drives in. There's the block. They recover it. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against New York.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Toronto, they've gone 0-5 here to start the game. Start for them. Here's Ross. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot to go.
You know, I was starting to get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point.
And so here is Houston. It's a 5-point game. The shot's good from Boss. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Williams has a screen for Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. It's another look. That's blocked. Now the basket to Boss. He dishes it to Montiunas. Pass to Newton. Here's Boss. Releases from the wing and drills it. Boss has got 9 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
A great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, testing everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws here for the night. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Houston leading by 7. Here's Boss, and that one's good. points in the game.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
You know, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And so it's Houston with it. Williams comes with the double team. Harden the pass to Newton. Feeds to Moniunas. Houston moving the ball around. Rock is at 3. Harden has a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Raptors trailed by 7. Patterson dishes to Williams. .144 left here in the opening quarter. Lowry has the open look. Can't get it to go. The Rockets go the other way with it.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Williams comes with the double team. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
Guys, he said basically speed is going to be on full display today. He talked to his players before the game about getting out on the break at every opportunity possible and keeping the pressure on all game long. We'll see, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The Raptors making a switch here. Robinson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Kyle Lowry. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Kanan. And he overshot that one, missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass. You see the way he times his passes so well. It's a great assist.
And the Rockets with possession here after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. It's stolen by Johnson. And here is Moore, averaging 6 points per contest. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Moore penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
And not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Pass to Boss. Tries to snap the cold streak. That's good. Boss has got 14 points for the game.
That's how to orchestrate for your team. Terrific pass.
Here's Moore. And that's not even close. Toronto will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Robinson. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. Williams, who's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Moore. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and Williams, the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Rivers in the 3 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the shot. And that's 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
Shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Williams comes with a double team. Brewer with the ball. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. There's the feed to Jones. It's tipped. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And he's good on the second. Toronto trailing. Patterson a screen on Hart. Williams kicks to Patterson. The dish to Rivers. The kick out to Williams. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Harden. Jones from outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. That's now 8 points for Terrence Jones. Raptors trailed by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Lowry gets it to go.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. It's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
And so it's Houston with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's the break. Here's Williams. Finished off the break. Now just a 1-point Houston lead.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they're taking away the outside shot.
But you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that. Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Outside Lowry. It's stolen. Here's the break. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Outside Lowry. Kicks to Patterson. Back to Lowry. That's good. Lowry's got 16 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Dishes it to the Brewer. The basket to Boss. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Good ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And here's Lowry. On deep. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Boss has been sensational.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes, get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston. Boss, he's in at the point. Jones is out there with Montejunas. Then it's Harden, and it's Newton in at the small forward position. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Boss in their last game out against the Mavericks had a huge game. He had 49 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad you were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
And so here is Houston following the miss by Kyle Lowry.
Defense is pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score. Distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Take a look at Boss, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And you just can't say enough about the value of a player like him. He can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Yeah, you know, you're right. For him to be providing the individual scoring he has, as well as keeping all his teammates so involved in the offense, that's a hard job, and it's an ideal combination for a point guard.
With that last huddle, you can see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pocket.
And that is good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
He kicks it to Montejunas. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Ross. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Ross has got 25 points in the game. side, Lowry. He feeds it to Patterson. Patterson setting the pick for Ross. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And so here is Houston. Here's Boss. And good. At the Ingles that time as it falls. Boss has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Raptors trailed by 15. The drive by Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending goal. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Robinson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Moore subbed in for Lou Williams.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Boss. He's got 27 points, and all the skills he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Yeah, whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been causing some mayhem out there for sure.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Cabell. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Toronto. No good from Ross.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. It's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Boss. That is good. Boss has got 31 points.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. Johnson kicks to Ross. Jacks up a three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And that's now 9 points now for Terrence Ross. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. 9 feet out, and it's Houston with another.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We take a look at the Cavaliers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Toronto, 3 games behind.
Looking at Toronto, this team clearly has been in the mix with the rest of the top teams in the league so far.
Yeah, this is a team you can pencil in for the playoffs right now, but the key will be just seeing how far they can go this year.
Rockets leading by 16. Here's Boss. Rebound by the Raptors. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Rivers kicks to Johnson. And it's Moore penetrating. Rivers passes to Moore. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. The Rockets, number 1.
You know, unlike some of the other team statistics, there are a few key guys who have helped get them to the top of the leaderboard more than other teams. I mean, this is an outstanding three-point shooting team. They take advantage of their strength by getting good looks from behind the arc.
Here's Boss. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Boss has got 35 in the game.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Moore dishes to Rivers. Back to Moore. Moore right side. Pass it to Ross. And he banks in the layup. Ross has got 11 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Feeds to Cannon. Houston moving it around. Back to Ariza. Off target at the rim. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. The State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin? Sure. Just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like noise.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. So for Toronto right now, Williams and Ross at the 2 and 3. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Lowry in at the point.
I love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Lowry after the made shot from Boss. Pass to Ross. And there's the call on Boss. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Here's Ross. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Boss. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Boss. Hits to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Boss has got 39.
Yeah, they're making a statement here, guys. Going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these 3 runs to the rim.
Now here's Patterson. Poke loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And there's the pass to Boss. Rocket 6 on the wing arm. And another 3 for Houston.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it and create opportunities on the fast break. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate deeply on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. A few late on the fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough road to climb, guys.
All right, Doris.
He's playing with an edge here. Playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Outside Lowry. Williams attacking. Now Valanciunas. Right side Williams. And it's blocked by Harden. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The shot's good from Boss. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Rockets.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Williams. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Foolish play. He's got to be thinking.
Dialed in from.
Well, the lead's only going to get...
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books. Really gaudy win for the Rockets.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite
Yeah.
honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the Raptors.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Boss. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
And that one's good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make
Johnson against Williams. He dishes it to Moore. No good from outside. Here's Boss. He buries it.
They certainly haven't let these